All right. Shalom, shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Ba'Shem Kahak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone. Sincere shalom to the hopeful elect. All right. Quick lesson right here, man. I'm going to title this one, LA, Los Angeles, okay, is now a sanctuary city for migrants, okay? All right. And I got this article queued up right here, okay, explaining my point, all right, just validating my point indefinitely, all right, how Los Angeles has now become an official sanctuary city for the migrants, man. All right. And everybody knows that a lot of these migrants that have been illegally brought to this country, okay, everybody knows that they're pretty much hogging up all the resources from the common American taxpayer, right? They're getting free food, free housing, right, and all sorts of other benefits that these Americans that they've been those are the benefits that these Americans have been crying for a long time, and these niggas come over here and get it for free with no work, just based off the fact that they exist. All right, the U.S. government has given these niggas all these benefits. Now, with Trump in office now, right, he's getting ready to be sworn in January, right? A big part of his campaign is removing the migrants from the United States. All of the immigrants gotta go. That's his campaign agenda, to get all of these immigrants out of this country, okay? And him and his cabinet, they've been going hard on it, right? They've been going real hard on it, getting these immigrants out this country, okay? Because ultimately, they're using the narrative that they're fucking shit up, So now, Trump, he comes as the savior to so-called make America great again. He's the savior to make America great again. So a part of him saving America is getting these immigrants out of here. All right. But then you got the state of the city of Los Angeles, right, that disagrees. Okay. The city of Los Angeles is offering sanctuary, okay, a place of refuge for all the illegal immigrants that came into this country just recently. All right. This is why they're going under the title of sanctuary city. Okay, and let me just say this, man. I personally believe that this is all set up. This was all set up by design. All right. Because remember, all of these politicians and these mayors and these these senators and these governors, they're all in cahoots. They all work together. They're all a part of the same Freemason organization. So this is all set up by design. You know what I mean? You had Joe Biden. He's the one responsible for bringing in all of these migrants. All right. And he did that on purpose. OK, to bring in the migrants. Right. And then they put Trump in office. That's going against the migrants, and then now Los Angeles all of a sudden is willing to take in all the migrants. It don't really sound it don't sound too convincing to me. It's something shaky. It's something fishy going on, with this situation. It don't sound 100% true to me. Okay, but I'm just going to say this, man. When these migrants, when they get to Los Angeles, All right, they're gonna cause a lot of mayhem in Los Angeles, man. All right, they're gonna cause a lot of mayhem in Los Angeles, man, because Los Angeles is one of the biggest cities out of the whole United States. All right, Los Angeles, it's a huge city, man. I personally, I live about 45 minutes to an hour from Los Angeles, man. So I'm very familiar with Los Angeles, and you know that city is huge. You know, it's a giant city, and it's all sorts of different illegal activity to get involved in. You know what I'm saying? If you're a criminal, okay, if you're a criminal, if you're somebody that has a appetite for crime and drugs and violence, Los Angeles is the perfect city to tap into your desires, man, because it's all sorts of crazy shit going on out there, man. You know, as far as the drugs, you go out there, it's nothing but crackheads, man. You know, I lived in Los Angeles for a while. It's nothing but crackheads walking around, which lets you know that drugs are, being distributed through the streets of Los Angeles at a high rate, because it's all sorts of crackheads, man. You know, for every I'll probably say for every normal person out there in Los Angeles, let's just say for every four or five normal people out there in Los Angeles, there's probably about 2 crackheads. You know what I mean? Like, the city is infested with drug abusers, man. And you'll just see them walking around the streets, right? And then you got gang banging out there, The gang banging movement is heavy, where niggas is just killing each other for no reason. Theft, pretty much, man. When them migrants, when they touch down in that city, man, for a lot of them that have that appetite for crime, it's gonna be a paradise for them, man. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a paradise for them. They're gonna get out there and they're gonna see all of the opportunities to cause chaos and mayhem. And that's all part of the design, man. That's all part of the design. Okay? That's why they sending them to Los Angeles. All right? The U.S. government knows that Los Angeles is high in crime activity. So, yeah, that'll be the perfect place to send them migrants, man. You see? So they could up the crime rate out there, And I was talking to the brother yesterday, Los Angeles might be, one of the cities in the very near future that get locked down by the U.S. military, man. They might have to send the peacekeepers out there, what they call them, the blue hats. The foreign troops. They might have to send them niggas out there in Los Angeles once the migrants touch the ground. All right, because the migrants, they gonna get out there and just start fucking shit up. It's too much opportunity, okay, for the migrants not to get involved and cause chaos, man. So this is all set up by design, man. Okay, this is all set up by design. All right, and it's about to get real bad for a lot of people that live in Los Angeles, man. It's about to get real bad because if they moving all of the migrants out there, right? And we talking about bus loads, you know what I mean? Truckloads, the whole plane full of migrants. They just gonna be throwing them niggas out there, especially if they declaring Los Angeles a sanctuary city. Yeah, they gonna grab all the migrants from all over the United States, and they gonna put them niggas out there. They're going to put them in Los Angeles. You know what I mean? So what that ultimately means is, man, a lot of people that live in Los Angeles, more than likely, okay, they're going to have to live next to some migrants. You know what I mean? They're going to be moving them migrants inside of them low-income apartment buildings, because they got a lot of low-income apartment buildings in Los Angeles, man. You know what I mean? The projects, you know, they might have to move them migrants, you know, in the projects. You know what I mean? The jungles, the Athens Park, you know, Watts, you know, right where niggas is at, right where them goon gang banging niggas is at, man. You know, they might have to move them niggas up in there, and it's gonna be conflict off the jump, man, because the migrants that's coming there, a lot of them are gang members, right? They're gang members, right? So when they hit the scene, okay, the gang banging mentality is to take over the block. That's the gang members. That's a gang members mentality. So when the migrants, when they hit the scene, they gonna have intentions to take over the block. You know what I mean? Take over their neighborhood. You know, just like they was doing in other states of this country, right? Soon as they hit the scene, they start taking over the block. They was taking over apartment buildings. Okay. And a lot of these niggas out here in Los Angeles, they some violent demons, and they really hold their neighborhood near and dear to their heart, you know, especially like them gang members. So it's probably going to be a lot of conflict between the gang members and the migrants, man, because the gang members out here, they're not going to go for it. All right. Hey, anybody that's familiar with Los Angeles, you know how these gang members is out here in that city, man. They're very, very, very territorial. You know what I mean? To the point to where if you just walking on they block, them niggas will jump out the car. They'll come out their apartment buildings and try to press you about it. Like, hey, nigga, where you from? You ain't from around here, nigga. Them niggas are, you know, them niggas will run down on you, and you ain't got nothing to do with gang banging. But if you in their territory, you know what I mean, they're going to have a problem with it. So imagine when the migrants get over there and they move them migrants in their neighborhoods, right? Because more than likely, they're going to move them to South Central. All right, they're going to move them all over L.A., but South Central is probably going to be a main center point for the migrants. And in South Central, that's the area where all of the Israelites are. Okay, if you know anything about South Central, right, that's where all of the Israelites are at. All of the Israelites are in South Central, man. You know what I mean? A giant bulk of them living in South Central. So they probably going to move them out there because that's where all the low income housing is, man. So it's going to be a lot of conflict, man. It's going to be some real mayhem in the streets pretty soon, man, when they touch down. All right. Let's go ahead and get this little article, man. Talk about it. It says LA to become a sanctuary city for migrants in response to Trump threat. Okay, it says the Los Angeles City Council officially declared the city a sanctuary for migrants on Tuesday, barring the use of city resources or personnel to assist federal immigration enforcement. All right. Okay, and I believe you had the chief of police in Los Angeles, you know, that was saying like, oh yeah, we're not gonna deport the migrants. We're not gonna deport the migrants because you know, this city is full of migrants. In Los Angeles, it is full of migrants. All right, Los Angeles is full of migrants, but you know, these migrants that are getting ready to touch ground out there, all right, you know, these are different types of migrants. These are migrants that come from different parts of the earth. You know, usually the migrants that are in Los Angeles, the immigrants that are in Los Angeles, it's usually Issachar, right? It's usually Issachar, okay? And Issachar will get to Los Angeles and then try to be on his best behavior, you know what I mean, because they want to stay in the country. All right, these migrants that are getting ready to touch the ground out there, these is niggas from Venezuela, Brazil, Colombia, right? Even you got heathen Hamites, the Chinese, the Syrians, okay, and a large amount of them are violent. All right, a large amount of them are violent, and they don't give a fuck about the American policy. Okay, they're not trying to fit in; they trying to take over. That's their mentality. All right. Let's read a little bit more. Okay. I just want to get something. At least one more paragraph. All right. All right. Yeah, so it says, I'll read this and then we'll start getting some scriptures. It says, so-called sanctuary cities and states sound warm and fuzzy, but the protections they offer aren't for abuelas getting ice cream. They are for people who've entered the country illegally and committed additional crimes. You see? And that's of a fact. You know what I mean? That's of a fact. All right. These immigrants, these migrants that are getting ready to touch the ground out here, like I said, they're not going to be, like the average immigrants that come into this country, right? That are, just trying to prosper and, create a better life for them and their families. The niggas that are getting ready to touch down out here are going to be some sporadic, impulsive, violent individuals, man. All right. And they've already proven that, man. OK, they've already proven that. Y'all seen the videos of, these niggas taking over apartment buildings, you know what I mean, with guns and holding all the people hostage. And then I did a video not too long ago about how, two of them Venezuelan niggas sat there and they raped a 12-year-old girl and killed her and under a bridge and threw her body in the lake. These are the type of niggas that are getting ready to touch down on this soil, okay, in Los Angeles. All right. And look, Los Angeles is the land of opportunity. OK, that's why a lot of people, people who want to, create more opportunities, right, regardless of what it is, drugs, music, fashion, crime. Niggas move to Los Angeles because Los Angeles is the land of opportunity. You can literally get involved in anything out there, man. OK, you can overindulge in anything, man. So when them niggas get out there, it's going to be like a kid in a candy store. You know what I mean? It's going to be like a kid in a candy store. And a lot of you women, all right, y'all going to be in trouble, OK, in Los Angeles, man. All right. Because Los Angeles got some of the most proudest, egotistical women. All right. All right. A lot of them women in Los Angeles, they're accustomed to walking around the streets by themselves. You know what I'm saying? You'll see 2 or 3 women on a Saturday night walking the streets by themselves at 2 a.m. You know what I mean? A lot of that shit is going to stop. A lot of them women out there in Los Angeles, they're going to be afraid to go outside because, when them migrants, when they see them women out there, they're going to go buck wild. I was just talking to the brother yesterday. We was talking about this subject, actually. And we were saying how Los Angeles has a lot of beautiful women, man. You know what I mean? A lot of beautiful women. Los Angeles, is like how Miami, Atlanta, New York, Texas. These are places, those 4 places are places that are known for the women. You know what I mean? The women being beautiful, the women being loose, right? A lot of motherfuckers go to those locations to to vacation and to chase tail for the weekend, especially like Miami. You know what I mean? Niggas will go there for a vacation, maybe like a weekend vacation. You know what I mean? Las Vegas and shit. They go to these places as for a vacation, try to grab some women, try to get some sex. And Los Angeles is high on that list, man. It's just a lot of people that come from around the world to try to get some sex, you know what I mean, to try to get some box. A lot of niggas that come from England, niggas that come from Germany, for a 2-week vacation to Los Angeles trying to get some ass. All right. And that's because the women in Los Angeles are they're pretty much open. They're open for grabs. They're, a lot of the women out there are, walking around by themselves. Like I said, they don't got no man. You know what I'm saying? They're sexually exploited. They walking around with tight ass clothing, right? Revealing clothing. So yeah, a lot of the women, they're gonna be in trouble, man. All right. They're going to be in trouble. The migrants, they're going to go buck wild when they see them women out there, man. They're going to lose it. All right, they're going to snap. And a lot of women is going to get sexually assaulted, man. So, you're probably going to start hearing more and more reports of women going missing in Los Angeles. This woman she got sexually assaulted. This woman got sexually assaulted. All right. It's getting ready to happen at a high rate. Okay. It says whether drunk driving, robbery, sexual violence, assault, or murder, none of those should go unpunished. Perpetrators should definitely not be protected by the largesse taken from hard-working taxpayers. Yeah, so you got some people that don't agree with bringing these migrants, right, to Los Angeles and then stuffing them in that city. All right, because a lot of people know that Los Angeles is the land of opportunity, and knowing those niggas' mindsets, okay, they gonna take full advantage, man. They're gonna take full advantage of that city, all right, and they're gonna run it down, and that's probably gonna prompt Donald Trump to enforce martial law in Los Angeles. That'll make a lot of sense. You see. That'll make a lot of sense. All right. Okay, let's see if we got anything else. All right, yeah, that's it. So let's go ahead and get some scriptures, man. Let's go ahead and get some scriptures. Let's get Isaiah 13 and 16. It says, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Is there any? We could get like 15 or something. All right, let's start at 15. All right, Isaiah 13 and 15. It says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Okay, and it's getting ready to be a lot of sword play in these streets pretty soon, man. All right, civil war. People rising up because they feel like they're getting mistreated by the U.S. government. Okay. Especially when the migrants get in L.A. It's a lot of niggas already struggling, man. There's a reason why they got low-income houses. They got so many low-income houses in Los Angeles. It's a reason for that. It's because a lot of niggas out there in Los Angeles are struggling, man. They're barely surviving, man. I knew a woman that graduated college. You know what I mean? She had like a master's degree. She was barely making it, barely keeping her head above water. So what about when these migrants, when they touch down on that city and they start giving them niggas all the resources, all the EBT, all the WIC, all the housing for free. You know what I'm saying? Start giving it all to their ass. All right. A lot of people are not going to like that. You know what I mean? You got a lot of single mothers out there in Los Angeles that depend, like her whole life is based upon EBT and WIC and government assistance, man. Imagine her going down to the county building and they tell her that, we had to terminate your benefits, right? Because, we had to give that to the migrants. She going to be pissed the fuck off. Okay? She going to be pissed off. All right? And niggas is going to start bringing out them swords, man. Okay? It's a lot of crazy individuals in L.A., man. Hey, I'm telling you, man. If brothers who know what I'm talking about, man. It's a lot of crazy people in L.A., okay? So niggas is definitely going to bring out that sword and go at it in the streets if shit start getting taken away from them, man. All right. Verse 16, it says, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. It says their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. You see? Now, what was the migrants doing? I forgot what state that was, man. But, you know, they had them niggas on camera where they was taking over that apartment building. They was holding all of the people hostage. Okay, they was spoiling niggas' houses, man. All right, they was spoiling niggas' houses. All right, robbing niggas, you know, knocking niggas out on the streets, taking a wallet, taking a purse. Okay. In Los Angeles, that's the perfect playground for that type of activity, man. That type of activity goes on a daily without the migrants. You see? Now, imagine when they get out there. Okay? They're going to take over, man. All right? They're going to take over, and a lot of people are going to get robbed. A lot of, it's going to be a lot of home invasions. All right? Especially when you tap into them areas like Hollywood, West LA, where else? Santa Monica, right? The places where a lot of people are well off, because that's all technically like Los Angeles. That's the Los Angeles area. Those are places where a lot of people got money, Beverly Hills and shit. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, when they get out there, all right, they get in them places, hey, they're going to take full advantage, man. All right? They're going to be running in them niggas' houses out there, man. All right? They're going to be running in them niggas' houses, okay? A lot of them houses in Los Angeles, in them, in those good areas that I mentioned, a lot of those houses are unprotected. It's just some house right there out in the open, man. No gate. No barbed wire, no nothing, You just walk right up to a nigga's door. It's thousands of houses like that, man, out there, that you could just walk right up on the door. You know what I mean? Some motherfuckers out there just got their whole house is just, the whole outside of their house is glass. It's going to be easy to spoil the houses in Los Angeles, man. It's going to be an easy thing for them to do that, man. Okay? Let's get this in a different translation. Let's get this in a NLT. It says, their children will be dashed to death before their eyes. Their homes will be sacked and their wives will be raped. You see? Yeah, like I said, a lot of these women, man, they getting ready to be in trouble, man. A lot of you women are getting ready to be sexually assaulted, man, by the migrants, man. Okay? I promise you that. Them niggas is going to go to town on them women out there, man. All right? Because in a lot of other states is not like Los Angeles, you know what I mean? Where you just got hundreds of women just walking around every day, jumping on the train, jumping on the bus, you know what I mean? Women hanging out at the park. It's not like that in other states, man. A lot of other states is more so on some, it's more so on some like personal connection. It's all about who you know type shit. You know what I mean? Women ain't just walking around, just hanging out all day. But in Los Angeles, that's how it is. You'll see some of the most beautiful women on the train. You'll see some of the most beautiful women on the bus. Go to downtown LA. It's just hundreds of women just walking around, man. Okay? So a lot of women are going to be starting to get grabbed up. They're going to get followed to their apartment. You see? Women out in Los Angeles, man, are very ditzy and they're not circumspect at all. They're just walking around, doing whatever the fuck they think is important. They're not paying attention to their surroundings at all, man. So, hey, a lot of them women is probably gonna get followed home, man. They're gonna get followed home. Okay? Women gonna start getting dragged into alleys. All right? It's gonna get bad, man. You see, it's going to get bad in Los Angeles, man, very soon. Now let's get this last script right here. This is Second Esdras 16 and start at 37. It says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son. With 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment." You know, and that's a representation of, you know, the pain that people are going to deal with. All right. When all hell breaks loose. OK, it's going to be some sharp pains like when a woman gives birth, you know, and she's into you know, she's into labor. Right. Getting ready to give birth. All right. That's the type of pain that the Lord is going to bring upon all of America, man. All right. And it's looking like Los Angeles is getting ready to experience a large bulk of that pain, man. Verse 39, it says, "Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth." All right. And these migrants, OK, that are getting ready to, you know, spark up a lot of violence throughout the USA. You know, that situation will be considered a plague. All right. This whole migrant shit, crisis and all this is a plague, man. All right. This is going to be a plague pretty soon, man. All right. It's going to be to the point to where a lot of people are going to be afraid to leave their house, man. All right. Because they know that there's some violent individuals outside, you know. Like I said, the migrants, they have a mentality of taking over the block. They're not trying to fit in. All right. They're gonna hit Los Angeles and they're gonna start taking over their neighborhoods, man. Right. And they might have it to where you know, you can't leave your house, you can't leave the neighborhood without checking in with them first. Imagine that. Before you leave your neighborhood, all right, before you leave your house, you leave your apartment complex, all right, the migrants is right there making sure, okay, you check in. You got to check in with them. You see? So, yeah, it's going to be a plague upon a lot of people, man. The people of Los Angeles, they're going to have to deal with a lot of conflict and turmoil because of this, you know, this new law that just passed, declaring Los Angeles a sanctuary city. A lot of people are going to have to deal with a lot of turmoil and a lot of trouble because of that, man. All right. It says, "And the world shall mourn and sorrow shall come upon it on every side." Mm-hmm. And that's what it's looking like for America, man. You know, sorrows is hitting America from every which way, man. You know, World War III, famine, you know, martial law, from every direction. Okay, this country is just getting plagued, man. All right. And that's the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, because before Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai decimates this land, all right, the Lord said he was going to plague it with the plagues of Egypt first. You see? And a big part of the plague that are getting ready to hit this country is violence. All right? Violence, chaos everywhere, man. It tells you that, I believe in 2nd Esdras 15, right? You know, where it talks about swords in their hands. Friends shall fight like enemies. Okay, that's talking about the violence. The love of many shall wax cold. That's that violence, man. You see? So Los Angeles is getting ready to experience a lot of violence, a lot more violence than they're already than Los Angeles is already doing. All right, it's about to go from a level 5 to a level 20 out there. Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson, giving all praises to Yahweh.